All right, let's get into it. You're here because you've noticed her. Maybe she's across the room at a friend's party, laughing with the group. Maybe it's the new colleague who just started, full of that vibrant energy. And you feel that pull, that interest. But then the voice in your head kicks in. It starts whispering all the reasons it's a bad idea. She's too young. What will people think? You'll look like a creep. That voice is loud, isn't it? It's fueled by fear and a society that's quick to judge. It can be paralyzing. I get it. Well, what if I told you that a recent study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships revealed 3 simple psychological pressure points that completely flipped the script on age gap dating dynamics? And number 2, based on some pretty shocking neurological research, will genuinely surprise you. So if you're tired of that internal monologue holding you back, stay tuned. This is for you. First, let me introduce myself properly. I'm Dr. Mira Paul. I'm a urologist. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What does a urologist know about dating younger women? It seems like a left field choice, right? But stick with me. My entire medical practice is built on understanding the intricate connection between the physical body and the psychological state, particularly in men. Confidence, anxiety, attraction, these aren't just abstract concepts. They are biochemically driven events. They involve hormones, neural pathways, stress responses. I don't just deal with organs. I deal with the very systems that govern your sense of self, your vitality, and yes, your confidence when walking up to someone you're attracted to. So when I talk about this, I'm coming at it from a place of hard science, not just dating advice. This is part 1 of a bigger conversation, and we're calling this part the diet. Not a food diet. This is a mental and emotional diet. It's about what you need to stop consuming and what you need to start feeding your mind before you even think about uttering your first word to her. This is the foundational work. Skip this and no line, no technique, no secret hack will work. You'll be building a house on sand. So we're starting with the bedrock. The first secret pressure point, backed by a ton of psychological research, is this. You must detox from the cultural narrative. Right now, your brain is likely poisoned with a specific story about what an age gap means. We see it in movies, in comment sections, in jokes from friends. The narrative is almost always the same. The older man is either a predatory, dirty old man or a pathetic midlife crisis case buying a sports car to feel young. This narrative is simplistic, cruel, and it's living rent-free in your head. It's the source of that initial creepiness anxiety. Here's what the science says. Attraction is far more complex than a number on a birth certificate. Major studies on attraction consistently show that while men often have a baseline preference for visual youth and health linked to fertility cues, women's attraction is overwhelmingly more complex. It's a calculus of security, stability, emotional intelligence, resources, and not just financial. I'm talking about resourcefulness, the ability to handle life's problems, and confidence. A younger woman isn't some blank slate. She's a sophisticated individual making her own assessments. She's looking for a man, not a boy. And often the qualities that come with life experience, a calmer demeanor, a settled sense of purpose, a lack of needless drama, are incredibly attractive. The creepiness doesn't come from the age difference. It comes from the vibe. It comes from a man who is either apologetic for his age or trying desperately to deny it. So your first piece of homework is this. For the next week, I want you to actively notice this narrative. When you see a meme mocking an older guy with a younger woman, notice your reaction. When a friend makes a joke, observe it, and then consciously reject it. Replace it with a healthier, truer narrative of a connection between 2 consenting adults is valid. My life experience is an asset, not a liability. This is cognitive behavioral therapy in action. You are rewiring your own brain. Are you with me so far? This is deep work. Type 2 in the comments right now to let me know you're still watching and that you're committed to doing this right. Thank you. I see those twos coming in. This is important. Now, for the second pressure point, this is the one I said would shock you. Ready? Your fear is literally chemically contagious. This isn't just a metaphor. This is cutting-edge neurobiology. We have something in our brains called mirror neurons. Their job is to mimic the emotional states of people around us. It's the reason you yawn when someone else yawns. It's the foundation of empathy. But here's the shocking part. When you approach a woman, any woman, but especially a younger woman who might already be socially conditioned to be on higher alert, while you are in a state of anxiety and fear, your mirror neurons are firing that anxiety directly at her. Her micro-expressions, her body language, the subtle pheromones of stress you emit, her brain's mirror neurons are picking them up. Her subconscious is reading your nervous energy not as endearing or flattering, but as a potential threat. Your internal fear literally creates external creepiness. You're broadcasting your anxiety on a frequency her primal brain is wired to receive as danger. Let that sink in. The very thing you're afraid of creating, that uncomfortable, creepy vibe, is being generated by the fear itself. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're not a creep, but a scared, anxious person can feel creepy to be around because those emotions are designed to put others on edge. It's a survival mechanism. So the goal isn't to act confident. The goal is to actually become confident enough that your default state is calm and positive, which your mirror neurons will then project onto her. Her brain will mirror your calm, and instead of feeling threatened, she'll feel at ease. This is the absolute core of a non-creepy interaction. This is huge. Have you ever felt that shift where your own nervousness seemed to make a situation awkward? Share a quick yes in the comments if this rings a bell. I want to know I'm not just talking to myself here. Good. So how do we change our chemical state? This leads us to the third pressure point in our mental diet. Feed your body the right information. Confidence isn't just a thought, it's a physiology. You cannot think your way into confidence while your body is flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone, and your heart is hammering against your ribs. Your body needs to be your ally, not your betrayer. This is where my expertise as a urologist dovetails perfectly. So much of a man's foundational confidence is tied to his vitality, which is governed by a complex endocrine dance. Testosterone is a key player, but it's not the only one. Research shows that lifestyle factors, sleep, nutrition, strength training, have a profound and immediate impact on your hormonal profile and, consequently, on your default state of mind. When you are well rested, when you've been moving your body, when you're fueled by good food and not junk, your body produces less cortisol and optimizes the hormones that contribute to a sense of well-being and assertiveness. You are not just a mind piloting a meat suit. You are an integrated system. If you try to psych yourself up to talk to a beautiful woman while running on 4 hours of sleep, a sugary coffee, and a body that hasn't lifted anything heavier than a remote control in months, you are trying to win a Formula One race with a car that has no oil and flat tires. You're going to sputter, smoke, and fail. It's not a character flaw, it's biology. So your diet isn't about getting six-pack abs to impress her. It's about building a body that reliably produces the biochemical state of confidence you need. It's about making your nervous system strong and resilient so it doesn't tip into panic mode at the first sign of a pretty smile. Lift weights. Not for her. For you. For the testosterone and human growth hormone response that makes you feel grounded and powerful. Prioritize sleep, not because it's healthy, but because sleep deprivation nukes your testosterone and skyrockets your cortisol, making you emotionally fragile and anxious. Eat clean proteins and fats. Feed your brain and your hormones what they need to function optimally. This is the unsexy, behind-the-scenes work that every truly confident man does. He has, often without even realizing it, put himself on this mental and physical diet. He's detoxed from the toxic narratives. He's managed his internal state so he doesn't broadcast anxiety. He's built a body that supports a confident mind. When he approaches a woman, he's not coming from a place of neediness or validation. He's coming from a place of abundance. He's not trying to take something from her, attention, validation, a date. He's offering something, a genuine interaction with a solid, interesting person. That shift in energy is everything. It's the difference between being perceived as creepy and being perceived as intriguing. Still with me? This is the real work. Drop a yes in the comments to let me know you're tuned in and you're getting this. Perfect. Now, let's be clear. This is just part one. This is the diet. This is the internal work you must do before we ever get to the external strategies, the how-to of conversation, the body language cues, the specific phrases that build comfort and attraction. Those are coming in part two. But without this foundation, those techniques are just empty tricks. They'll feel forced because they will be. You have to be the confident man before you can do the confident things. So your call to action right now isn't to go out and approach anyone. It's to go inward. This week, your mission is actively notice and reject the toxic, creepy older guy narrative. Be mindful of your own physiological state when you're out in the world. Are you calm? Are you breathing? Do one thing for your physical foundation. Get one full, proper night of sleep. Go for a weightlifting session. Choose a healthy meal over a junk food one. Make your body your partner. If you want more actionable tips like this, not just on the psychology of dating, but on how to truly improve your health, your vitality, and your confidence after 60, because that's where the real power comes from, then you need to be part of this community. Smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss my next video. In part two, we'll build directly on this foundation and get into the practical steps. But you have to do your homework first. This is Dr. Mira Paul, signing off. Remember, confidence isn't something you find. It's something you build from the inside out. Now, go build it. I'll see you in the next one.